darkest hour of the night is only an hour before the light of the new dawn. I'm going to share a story with you folks tonight. When I was 16, I lost my mother to cancer, and I actually went through a dark period myself. And I basically let the opinions of other people, my friends, influence the way that I thought about myself, and ultimately my self-love. Fellow Toastmasters, Madame Toastmaster, and honored guests, tonight I'd like to speak to you about self-love. How much do you love yourself? Really think about it. How much do you love yourself? I'm willing to wager, I'm willing to bet that most of the people sitting in this room tonight do love themselves. I certainly don't think that we come to a public speaking group on Thursday evening because we wallow in our self-pity. I think, quite on the contrary, I believe that we as Toastmasters are some of the most intelligent people on the face of this planet. We are crafty, we are resourceful, and I think we would be the new world leaders in case of an apocalypse. I guess you could infer that that would be a bold statement. But what I'm implying is that we are very talented. There's three things that I'd like to talk about tonight. Firstly, I will define self-love. Secondly, I will talk about maintaining your self-love in the face of adversity. And thirdly, I will lead you in an exercise on how to increase your self-love. What is self-love? I'm glad you asked that question. Self-love is basically having a strong sense of confidence and self-respect. Self-love is not narcissistic. No, it is not. Self-love plays a vital role in our mental health, our well-being, our self-preservation, and our happiness. Self-love is not arrogant, conceited, or self-centered. No. Self-love is about respecting yourself and holding yourself to a high esteem. It's about accepting your strengths and your weaknesses. Moving on, the next topic that I'd like to speak about is maintaining your self-love. Now, I was reading an article recently, and this article, it analyzed the suicide rates in America over the last 80 years or so. And the one thing that it found was that the suicide rate rises exponentially in the face of an economic downturn. One economist, whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce because I wouldn't be able to, he said that the economy basically affects how people feel about their futures and themselves and their relationships with their family and others. What? What happened to the great American pioneers who forged their way across this great country of ours? What happened to that great inventive spirit that we had? I don't think those pioneers would let an economic downturn affect their opinions of themselves. No. They would not. Now imagine that you are a rock on the bottom of the ocean. Beneath all the turmoil and beneath all the chaos that goes on above, that rock remains grounded at the bottom of the ocean. Imagine that you are that rock. So with all the chaos that goes on in our lives, we remain grounded. Thirdly and finally, I will lead you in an exercise. Now, if you will, for a moment, close your eyes. Now imagine the most positive experience in your life. This could be anything. This could be landing your dream job, a past romance, or your first kiss. This could be your high school graduation, your college graduation, getting your master's degree. It could be a number of things. Now, hold this thought for a moment and embrace it. Imagine that you're a cup and you're being filled with water, and the water represents your self-love. Imagine self-love just seeping out of you, the cup overflowing. Okay, maybe we can open your eyes That moment that you just experienced, that is your personal point of power. So whenever you feel that your self-love starts to falter, I would like you to return to that moment. In conclusion, self-love must come from within. Self-love is about respecting yourself and holding yourself to a high esteem. Imagine that your mind is an impenetrable fortress, not allowing any negativity to seep into it. We must strike down upon you with great vengeance and furious anger all those who would attempt to poison and destroy our self-love. We go for a royale with cheese right now. So all movie references aside, self-love affects the way we view ourselves and the way that we view the world. So let's step forward out of the darkness and into the light of a new dawn. And have Toastmasters.